कल AABD का पेपर है और अभी तक कुछ नहीं पढ़ा? Don't worry. In this quick one-shot revision, we are attacking the specific PYQ topics required to clear the paper tomorrow. Let's start with the high probability 2-mark definitions. Take oligopoly. In this market, a few large sellers dominate with intense competition. Look at the Indian telecom sector, Jio, Airtel, and VI. If one player changes their data plan, the others must react immediately to stay in the game. Then there is penetration pricing. A firm launches a new product at a low price to capture the market. Once they have a massive customer base, they can look at raising those prices. Distinguishing between micro and macro is about scale. Micro is the study of a single tree, one consumer or one firm. Macro is the study of the entire forest, focusing on national income and total inflation across the whole economy. The law of demand is the foundation of your syllabus.
It describes the inverse relationship between price and quantity. As the price of a product falls, consumer demand rises. Giffen and Veblen goods are the outliers here. For luxury status symbols like high-end watches, a rising price can actually increase demand. The high cost is exactly what makes the item desirable to the buyer. Linking these definitions to a real-world example creates a solid scoring baseline. Now we need to look at the graphing section, where technical accuracy is the difference between passing and failing. For 5-mark questions, the examiner looks for precise graphs. Mislabeling an axis or skipping a curve tells the marker you don't understand the underlying mechanics. The business cycle follows a specific wave pattern. It moves from a peak or boom into a recession. It hits the trough, the lowest point, before entering the recovery phase. Market equilibrium occurs at the intersection of these two forces. It is the price point where the quantity supplied by producers exactly matches the quantity demanded by consumers. If the market price sits above this equilibrium, suppliers produce more than people are willing to buy. This gap represents a surplus. When the price drops below equilibrium, demand outstrips supply. Consumers want the product, but producers can't afford to make enough of it, resulting in a shortage. Consider the logic of a government-mandated price floor placed below this equilibrium point. What actually changes in the market? The answer is nothing. Since a price floor is a legal minimum and the market naturally wants to trade at a higher equilibrium price, the floor has no effect. The market continues to operate at equilibrium. To score full marks here, define the floor, draw the dynamics on the graph, and state the null conclusion. This structure demonstrates you understand the theory and the application. Section C moves into 10-mark application questions.
Here, the exam tests your ability to think like a manager rather than just a student. Imagine your firm enters a market dominated by a single monopolist. You plan to undercut their high price by 10%, assuming you will easily capture their customers and turn a profit. On a basic chart, you take a slice of the pie and establish a foothold. But in practice, a monopolist fights back with predatory pricing. They drop prices below cost, sustaining losses to drive you out of business before returning to their high-price model. Managerial Economics bridges this gap, applying clean economic theory to the messy reality of business competition. This is why government intervention is a core syllabus topic. Regulation prevents dominant players from creating impossible barriers to entry, maintaining fair competition. Economic frameworks provide the defense you need in hostile business environments.
Secure the grade tomorrow, and you'll have the tools to navigate these market forces as a manager later. Agar video helpful lagi ho, to channel subscribe karo for more MBA PYQ revisions and last-minute prep. Good luck for the exam.